So for today, I'll be walking us through the marking guide for academic writing task 1. Okay. The marking guide is a template. So these are important things that your examiner is looking out for. Okay, so it's a collection of all the necessary information that your examiner is looking for. And I always advise students, you don't study hard, you study smart. Okay, so you can turn to your neighbor and tell your neighbor, don't study hard, study smart. Okay, so studying hard is just like you are reading 10 textbooks, you are studying up and down, burning midnight candle, and just overwhelming yourself with lots of information. But studying smart is you getting the right information. Okay, just getting the right information, letting your study be is it a vector quantity now? Magnitude and direction. Okay. Letting your study have a direction. You know what exactly you are looking for. And IELTS, as tough or as difficult as people consider it to be, is very simple once you know what the examiner is looking for. What makes it difficult is because many people, they want to play the game by their own rule. You want to set the rule by yourself. You want to play by your own standard. You don't pay attention to what the examiner is actually asking from you. Okay, you believe you have known what the question is asking you without paying attention to what the examiner is asking for. And they are very deliberate and intentional with their choice of words. So please, this section is going to really lay the foundation for you to know what exactly the examiner is looking out for as you prepare for your exam. The Bible says the labor of the foolish wearies them because they don't know the way to the city. Okay, so you don't have to be foolish and laboring hard just because you don't know the way to the city, just because you don't know the way. Okay, so when you know the way, when you know where you are going, anywhere is a starting point. Okay, so today I'll be taking us through this is the official document of IELTS. So you can find it online. You can see it on their website. This is not me. This is not my document. This is not me designing this. So it's the official document, and this is what your examiner will use to grade your writing. So it's very, very important that you pay attention to it. So the first thing I will let us know is there are 4 main criteria that they use to grade your academic writing. And the first one is task achievement. Okay, the second one is coherence and cohesion, lexical resource, then grammatical range and accuracy. So these are the 4 main criteria. These are the 4 main criteria that they use. These are the yardsticks they use to assess your essay. Okay. So when you write an essay, they grade the task achievement separately. They score you 9. They score you over 9 in your task achievement. They score you over 9 in your coherence and cohesion. They score you over 9 in your lexical resource. They score you over 9 in your grammatical range. Then they get the average together. You get the average, and that will be your overall task 1 band. I hope that is clear. So you cannot focus on one aspect of this criteria at the expense of the other. And this is very important because it's not enough for you to understand the task. If you understand the task brilliantly and you score 9/9, which is absolutely fantastic. But in your coherence and cohesion, you have 2. In your lexical results, you have maybe 4. In your grammatical range, you had 1 or something like that. At the end of the day, you will still fail. Even though your interpretation of the question was fantastic, even though your understanding of the task was brilliant, at the end of the day, you will still fail. And you'll be wondering, but I answered the question very well, but it was a very familiar question, and I was able to write well. In fact, I was so sure of what I wrote and things like that. You see people arguing with their with their results when the results comes out, and some people go for remark, and at the end of the day, the remarks stay the same. They're just wondering what has happened, and probably God has failed me and things like that. God has never failed any man, and He will not start with you. Okay, so the important thing is for you to understand what your examiner is looking for. Task achievements mainly is about your understanding of the task. How you were able to, how are you able to answer the question that you are being asked, that you are asked, okay? So when they tell you to summarize a particular information, they ask you to describe a particular bar chart, to describe a particular line graph, your ability to describe, to report that data, your ability to understand what they ask you to do, purely the question statement, that comes under your task achievement. Okay, your structure, you understand your structure, your understanding of the task, the points that you are making. Okay, the points that you are making to drive home your idea. Those things come under your task achievement. Your coherence and cohesion is purely the arrangement of your ideas. Okay, logical arrangement of your idea. Okay, let me give you just a funny example now. If you're asking maybe a 3-year-old boy, and you are pointing to a man, and you are saying, is this person a boy or a girl? And the boy say, maybe the boy even said it in pidgin, and say maybe him na boy or something like that. If you say him na boy, the task achievement is 100%, because the boy knows enough, he has enough understanding to know that this is a male, and the boy is actually correct that this is a male. But how he presented it now is another ball game. You understand that? So that's just like a funny example that came to my mind. Okay, so your queries and question is how you arrange your idea, your progression. Okay, is there a clear progression in your essay, throughout your essay? Your use of connectors, cohesive devices, your adverbials, your paragraphing. How do you apply those key elements into your writing? Those things come under coherence and cohesion. Okay, so it's not enough for you to understand the task or answer the question. You should be able to answer the task and present it logically, present it in a coherent and cohesive way. Okay, then your lexical resource is your range of vocabulary. Okay, it's your range of vocabulary, your choice of words, how you are able to convey the precise meaning of your words. I don't know, maybe you have been in a situation before where you are discussing with someone on your day-to-day, maybe during your day-to-day activities, you are discussing with somebody and you're like, I felt you maybe you're looking, you wanted to express a situation, but you can't find a word to describe it, and you'll be like, what is that word? I don't want to say, you'll be like, I don't want to say I felt bad. I felt like, you are just like, I felt like, and maybe somebody say horrible, and you say, that is the word. I don't know if you've been in that situation and somebody just give you a particular word and you be like, that is the word. Okay. So that is the word, is you eating that spot, eating that jackpot. Your ability to get the right word to convey a precise meaning. Ability to get the right word to convey a precise meaning. That is your lexical resource. That's your range of, that would be your range of vocabulary. You understand? So your ability to use maybe less common words, your spellings as well, your word formation, all those things come under your range of vocabulary. Okay. Without making errors, you are able to use maybe some sophisticated, not really sophisticated like that, but less common words. Okay, then you'll be fine with your range of vocabulary. For example, now the initial example I was giving about a 3-year-old boy, if you have 2 of them, or maybe even 3 of them, and you asked, is this person a boy or a girl? And the child, that 3-year-old child, answered you, but you are asking, pay attention to my words, you're asking if this person is a male or is a boy or a girl. And the child answered you by saying he's a male. You understand? If the child asks you that he's a male, if the guy answer you that he's a male, then obviously you will know that this child has a higher level of higher range of vocabulary, because when you are asking, is he a male, is he a boy or a girl? And the child was able to come up with male instead of telling you he's a boy. Okay. Or another, maybe the second child now tells you he's a man. Okay. That is just the person paraphrasing. That's the children paraphrasing for you. And another child will use the same word and repeat it to you and say, okay, he's a boy, he's a girl. But another person is able to bring out synonyms and say, okay, he's a male, he's a man. And if you look at it critically, boy, male, man, even though you can use them interchangeably, but their application is different. So their application is, you can't call a 40-year-old man, you can't call him a boy, even though he's still a male. Okay. So, but if a 3-year-old calls him a boy, you will forgive him and just take it like that. But if another 3-year-old boy is able to tell you he's a male or tell you he's a man, it just gives you an information that, okay, this person has a better range of vocabulary than this person. So that's where your lexical range comes in. The exact word, the words you use to convey a precise meaning of what you are actually talking about. Okay, so that is about the lexical resource. Then the grammatical range is just about your tenses, okay, your sentence formations, your punctuations. So those are basically the elements that come in under your grammatical range, the application of your tenses, then your sentence formation, then your punctuation. Okay, so those are key things that you don't use a plural verb with maybe a singular noun. Okay, so those things come up under grammatical range. So this section is going to go off now. So let's log out and come in with the same link, please, just in 1 minute.